And we're going to continue off where we left off, and we're going to go slay the griffin. Let's get started.
We ran out of grass during the Hungry Gap. They've taken all our grain.
Roach.
Come on. Let's do this. Oh, no. Come on.
Come on, Roach. Move it. A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
We can start.
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait, take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
Gambling? Well.
How about that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself.
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill. Watch out! Come on.
Crossbow. Oh!
It's about to dive. It's fast! Damn it! Don't let it get away!
Damn. Oh, come on. Come on, Arch, let's catch that griffin. Damn, I got too much stuff in my inventory. Got ya. Oh, that got me good. Got ya.
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
Like what?
For example?
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Okay, first let's check our inventory and drop some items. Yeah, I can drop these. Maybe you can drop some of these weapons. There we go. Take a trophy from the Griffin's corpse. How do I do that exactly? It says nearby, but no. Oh yeah. Ew. Anything else? Quest. No.
Come on, Roach.
Let's head back. You know what, let's change armors. Or maybe not, we'll keep the same. Let's keep going.
Oh! What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
No, I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
Oh, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
No more Captain Nice Guy?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Kill the Griffin.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the Griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Dialogue time constraint. Some dialogues demand you make a quick decision to reply before time runs out. Keep your gold coin.
Please, no more! Mercy! Please! Ah! No more! Please, no more!
Eeri Gloir.
Alright, let's go to that bandit camp. Ooh, a few bandit camps.
Mercy! Please!
Poor, dark, and putrid.
What do you want?
Yes?
Okay, where's the door to get out of here? There it is.
Please, no more!
Fucking bridge. What are you doing to my horse? Take that. Come on. Oh, guess I took care of him here. Let's check this one just in case.
Move it! Come on, Roach. Move it.
Let's go!
Come on now.
Let's sell some stuff.
Greetings.
What do you offer?
Let me have a look at your stock.
Yeah. Don't have enough for that. Pretty sure I got some junk to sell. Let's leave it for now.
Take care.
Come to Pappy! I'll rip off your melon and shit down your neck!
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Who are they?
Who are they?
Patriots. Drinking their 7th round for Temeria. Fist starting to itch.
Don't see any Nilfgaardians.
They'll find another foe. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
No shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
They say witches steal young'uns. That's true. What the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Let's do this. Ooh. Yes. Holy crap.
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
See his face! God save us!
Be gone. And don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
He didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
What's the rush?
Spent the last 6 months in the saddle. Haven't seen you for 2 years. Can we take a moment?
Sadly, we cannot. Someone awaits you, Geralt. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. For as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse?
I didn't, though I could have.
Wonder what he'd offer you.
Must have been a damn good offer then. Not many things you'd give up your freedom for, and even fewer people.
The sooner we set off, the sooner you'll find out.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then...
Oh, go, 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 go. Wow, that was badass.
Jennifer, how'd they...
We shall talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
Wow, talk about being pampered.
It must suffice.
Thinkamere cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that... chair. Catwin, please shave the gentleman.
Something wrong with my beard?
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine. Do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
I spared his life. He escaped.
We fought on opposing sides, true. Then we landed in the same dungeon. Arian escaped, set fire to the castle on his way out.
So that is how the Blade started. Our reports suggested the dragon was responsible. Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Virgin. My question is how?
I joined Imra, he helped me out.
I left Flotsam with Yorvith. Commander of a Squirtel unit.
A slayer of monsters and a slayer of men. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
Help Laura look spell the help Seika.
Not at all. I meddled in a personal affair. Helped Yorvith lift the spell that held Saskia.
Yes. And in doing so, gave Radovid a reason to begin his witch hunts. Congratulations.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
Seal escaped.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
The alliance still alive? What happened to Letho?
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that? I don't know where he is. Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the General to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the General's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Where's my clothes?
Where are my clothes?
Where they should have gone long ago, with the laundress. They will be returned to you after the audience, clean and starched. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
A shame I have no time.
Okay, let's take a look at these outfits. That one looks okay. That one's alright too, as well as that one.
This might come as news to the gentleman, but a towel wrapped around one's waist is not fitting attire for an audience. The gentleman will kindly dress.
Let's go with the one on the left. Yeah, this will do.
Black suits the gentleman. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
Suppose so.
A studded doublet and a sword on my back. That's what would satisfy me. but tough when in Nilfgaard.
Yes?
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
I'm not a boar, I know how to bow.
I'm not some boor. I know how to bow.
Please, demonstrate. That, sir, is how you might bow to a whore on a street corner, not to the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
Fine.
Wrong, wrong, wrong. Once more. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse. Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings.
Thanks.
Come with me. The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your Arch-Magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect. Imprimi et art ketzer. Duifen aden in karn eb marvut. Emir var emreis.
Bow.
Fine.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep do orde.
Weljen namen, wat kan favort? I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cyrilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
She's back? You're sure?
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I'd drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
Why me?
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
How am I doing this for Ciri?
Save your generosity for those whose homes your armies have razed. I'll do it for Ciri, not for your gold.
Your motives do not interest me. Only results. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Follow me, if the gentleman pleases. Please keep close. There are many honorable guests in the palace, whom the gentleman...
disgusts.
...need not bother.
And it's past noon.
Calm yourself.
What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier? I'm Herivard II, Prince of
seen as far
Elan.
enough
Not only am I meant
Yeah.
to wait here like some
Nee.
supplicant.
Raadsleden echt es tun es sauer an den.
Es sieht aus. Der Prinz an
We crossed the Yara, we will cross the Pontar as well.
Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Yes? Then transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the city council or the merchants' guild, but the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Ugh, dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
Mm-hmm. And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
Yeah, all grown up.
How about that? She's grown up?
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't? Not a bit?
I missed those awkward compliments of yours. But let's focus on Ciri, all right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
What's the Wild Hunt want from Ciri?
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address. I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I prefer not to think about it, really.
So where's Ciri been seen?
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In two places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently. It blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
Before we part, why didn't you contact me earlier?
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
Time to get going.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting. Yes?
That is awesome.
Ready meal, directly out of Northern Tales. Inconceivable.
Ambassador Varatra? Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
Alright, let's go through these one at a time.
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwin remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoys, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwin, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of two weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
Another admiration I hear?
That admiration I hear in your voice?
Radovid is our foe, but I cannot deny he is clever. He played us for fools, particularly dense ones at that. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses. unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
Any news from Novigrad? Is the Free City still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships. Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
Trader.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
Wait a minute. Wasn't there supposed to be a letter?
Scars healed nicely.
Human life requires three things for its substance: food, drink, and gossip. It's just no wonder where I travel, but it's icebound, Pavis, or even great Torsans. Everyone asks me about the passions that bind Geralt and Sorceress Yennefer of Vagenburg. As a man built across the street, I refuse to betray the secrets with one important exception. The history of the first encounter is extraordinary, so romantic and moving that it would be a veritable crime to hide its life beneath a bushit basket. Indeed, had I not witnessed these events first, I would never believed there was room in our grim and dark world for such fantastic marvels. It all began when Geralt and I were feeling a bit peckish and unburdened by heavy coin pouches. Decided to fish our supper out of lake. No bites were to be had, but we did not leave empty-handed. My hook snagged quite a lovely little pot. Oblivious to my friend's worry, I opened it, and in doing so, freed a powerful ginger. Without giving it too much thought, I set about proclaiming my wishes before I could get to 3. However, the ginger, irritated, I see now in hindsight, at being issued demands so soon after waking, began to throttle me. Geralt was able to drive him off, but I was left in a sorry state. I acted, the Witcher told me later, as though under the influence of some clearly the help of an expert in the magic arcana would be needed. It was our good fortunes that Yennefer Brandenburg happened to be staying in the village tonight. Geralt went to her to ask that she heal his best friend, who happened to also be the brightest star in the poetic firmament. Yennefer, however, was more interested in the Djinn, which she wanted to trap into magic servitude, than in its victim, and it should be said, played the Witcher like a well-strung medallion. Yet, rather than grow angry at being used in such a calculated manner, he fell white head over muddy boots in love with her. What happens then? Well, I won't go into details. Suffice to say that Yennefer plans hardly delighted the Djinn without its cooperation. She proved unable to tame it. The sorceress with whom they had met a tragic end had taken all of the Rhine along with her, and Geralt now rushed into her rescue. For once, he did not need to draw either of his blades to send the Djinn packing. He had to pronounce the third and final wish. He could have asked for anything: wealth, fame, power. Instead, he asked the Djinn to bind his fate to that of the arrogant yet intriguing sorceress from Vingberg, Julie Alfred Packeritz Viscount of Pedrohill, born 1232, award-winning poet, playwright, troublemaker, fecal performer, as court's other nobles, Olympus of Oxford Academy. Here we go. Letter with the universe instruction. My dear friend, I had a feeling we wouldn't have a chance to talk about before Visma, so I leave you this message. I know there's much we both wish to say, but there will come a time for that later. In any case, there's no such place to broach topics of such importance to us both. So why I write to you now? You have something waiting for you at the Royal Palace in Visma. Considering it, I get it from Ymir and myself. You can pick it up at your leisure after your audience with him. When you exit the throne room, simply follow the covered walkway in the courtyard, turning right at the corner, then taking the first door on your left. You'll be inside the chamber with a fireplace. Take the door in the back right to the adjoining room. Yet underneath the window, you'll find the chest with your gift. In case these directions prove too complicated, I'm certain the Chamberlain would not hesitate to lead you there himself. Extra tacky you are, however, I expect you'll manage. Your friend, Yennefer. Okay, let's go.
One false move and you will regret it.
See ya.
See you.
Okay, just to make sure. Covered walkway in the courtyard. I think I just went past that.
Yes, and as good.
We crossed the Yara, we will cross the Pontar as well.
Turn the right corner.
Waarheen, Batkelm? Batkelm? Va voort!
Niet meer daten.
I'm so bad at directions.
Guessworks.
Let's try that. This way twice as much. I'm just...
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Yeah, I am not very good at Gwent.
Waar en I'd fain. Va fort!
Garand. Hell.
Sure, evaich.
The Wild Hunt. From farmers and herdsmen, milkmaids to midwives, all the common folk of the continent whisper, sharing tales of wealthy progression pounding across the skies. The Wild Hunt, they call it. Winds, a gale, storm, and blizzards arise when it's sighted, and all grow cold through the sun short bright moments before. Some remember only the cold, the shock of the encounter, and claim the riders come always in winter. But nay, this is not so. The hunt brings its own ice. Death and war gallop in its wake, or so the superstition goes. Yet evil enough is the hunt itself. It took folks captive, youths most often in the prime of their wilding years, with 10 to 20 summers behind them. The hunt rushes and they disappear, only to return years later with no memory of what passed in between.
Waar en I'd fain. Heil Kerjer. Evein Kerjer is dein waar en I'd fain.
A sword for witches. Who are the hunters, you ask? Folks like you and yours that are probably the decent kind of hiders' lies, doers of good, the kind who live according to the God's laws and nature laws too. Though disgusted by the machinations of witches, magic kickers, and non-humans, all that separates us from common folks is that we've got the courage to take up arms to defend our lands from the evils, to slice over the gangrene that eats us from within. We have a leader, we have forts our land through God-fearing. Radovid supports us with his gold at times. We do not swarm him nor any other ruler of we serve only the eternal fire, and we listen only to our own conscience. Who can join us and those in right and soul body? You can find us in every large city in the north. We will give you board, lodging, and a weapon. We will explain how to spot the tail signs of evil, birthmarks in strange and arcane shapes, smooth skin on a mere age more than 30 springs, and black cats capped in the yard, to name but a few. We will show you how to defend yourself from witchcraft, how to tame and snuff out magic elements with Dimetrium. We will instruct you how to squeeze the sinister secrets out of them with hot iron, how to grant them cleaning death with the help of sacred fire. Can I not loot this? Gormish prankings. Scrub the greasings from a dog's ears. From a dog's ear silk into cotton twine, placed in a new lamp of greenish hue, and set lamp features on eagle fell. Forsooth shall they swore that a dog's head they behold, and this shall be nor sorcery but good bindings. For the prince of elders' nuptials, a paltry genome armed with a miniature cutlass behind himself in a pie, when guests partook of the princely banquet, Anna jumped out the vesper dome, giving a terrible fright to all at first and causing much merriment once the jest was figured. Our Cyclopolis, or a dog in your tongue, a beast that in the wastes Zangbar dwells, has the corpus of a man, but the head of a dog. The Prince of Elder did not receive such specimen for those far-off lands. The Casino Palace lets dream a yearn with the tolling of every hour, both day and night, and this is why the Zagner barons engrave its likeness on timepieces and compasses. I am so sorry if I butchered that. I'm pretty sure I did anyway. The opposition in Nifgard. While Nifgard's empress wield absolute power, harshly crushing the slightest sign of disobedience, opposing forces continue to exist within the empire. But this I do not mean the disgruntled leaders of conquered provinces, but the magnates within the city of 1,000 towers who are unhappy with the current leadership. This conflict between the emperor and the noble houses of Nifgard to the capital dates back many years. All the princes of the blood and magnates expect their ruler to wed one of their daughters and sire Nahara with one of their own. The emperor, however, had other plans, to provide a slap in the face for all the great families to which he refused to take a bride. The Nifgardian's opposition patiently waits for the emperor to slip up for some event to occur which will weaken his authority. By its economic crisis or defeat in a battle, a secret conspiracy lies ready to seize each a moment to incite the disaffected assassinate the emperor and carry out a coup d'etat, comically with one of their own number ascending to the throne. For obvious reasons, only a limited few know of this conspiracy, but any shrewd observer of Nifgardian politics can read the signs of its workings. So long as men are men and the world is as it is, certain dynamics will forever remain the same, and the discontented will always form subservient societies with their secret signs and hidden agendas. Very fascinating. I'll take the orange. I don't need the bread. Oh. Nah, I don't need that. The Chronicles of Rednia. Vedric the Elf. Despite what might conclude from his moniker, not one drop of elven blood flowed in King Vedric's veins. They called him the Elf because of his exceptional beauty and for the great admiration he felt for the anxiety. The fascination, seeming harmless, would have horrible long-term consequences. King Vedric, spitting in the face of all laws and customs, chose as his wife a half-elf and one most assassin known as Beatrix of Cavour. The fruit of this regrettable and short-lived miscellaneous was Falca, who later formed bloody revolt against her own father. Though this uprising was ultimately extinguished and Falca herself burned at the stake, the young state was threatened, thrown into chaos for years to come. Oh, that's terrible. The wonders of Zeracana. During my many travels, I have seen countless extraordinary places. The primeval world of Brokan, where trees higher than their tips disappear in the clouds. Dwarven chambers carved into the guts of the Maycam Mountains with walls plated in pure gold. The ice palace of Point Venus, adorned with stained forest windows, yet none of these made such an impression on me as did the mighty famed Zeracana. Yet while I was traveling the fiery mountains, I feared disappointment awaited me on the other side. I had heard many fantastic tales about Zeracana, about its trackless sands, burnt white by the sun, its golden-scaled dragons weaving their nests amongst the dunes, its hunchbacked horses able to survive weeks without even a swallow of water. Yet none seemed to me at all plausible. I was sure all these sensations were but the fragment of some bard's overactive imagination. I know this will be hard for you to believe, dear reader, as it was once for me, but all of the unbelievable tales are true. Not only that, during my many months of travel, I came across wonders far surpassing those of any travel goals mentioned. I saw temples dedicated to the worship of dragons. I heard their voice, almost human, but reverberating with 1,000 echoes. I met warrior maids clad in leopard skins, tattooed from head to toe, and giving me no ground to witchers in mastery of the blade. I saw mages who channeled power from fire. I saw seemingly harmless flies whose solitary bite would make a man fall into the deep, slumber never to awake save to die. In short, Zeracana is a land where the fantastic, normal, and the impossible occurs daily. Yeah, I'll take those. This place is huge.
Okay. Need to me a data.
What now?
Gods preserve ye.
Hail, Kerzer!
What do you want?
Squiz. Key?
Ah, darn, can't sit in the chair. Yeah, I don't think he's supposed to be floating like that. on. Where is... Yes, I know I've already read this. Okay, I'll be inside a chamber with a fireplace. Okay, let's try this again.
One false move and you will regret it. Here.
Is Deithwing hadn't in town?
Yes, hen as good.
Corner to the right.
War en I'd fain.
Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I don't see a fireplace.
Shegana Tuveen.
No.
Yes, hen as good.
Oh, how long have I been going for?
War en I'd fain.
Sorry about that. I'm just trying to find the bonus items that I got from my rewards. Okay, turn at the right corner.
One false move and you will regret it.
Door on your left. Okay, got it. Whoops. Okay, so we're going over to right corner, then take the first door on your left.
A deserter from the Squire Tale.
Person North in Novigrad, no one can claim to have traveled from the northern realms who has not been in Novigrad. If I were forced to listen what during my many dealings have made the great impression on me, it would be precisely this great and yet at the same time free city. A metropolis worthy of the Empire. Its only fault is that civilizations Nilfgaard carry with them has not yet enlightened it. That is why hordes of reactionary cultists of the Eternal Fire dwell in the midst of its excellent buildings and superb commercial infrastructure. One feels as though superstitious is how the local hierarchy and its temple guard cement their power over the city dwellers, and many of them are in control. For the city counts no less than 30,000 inhabitants. While strolling through its fabulous port surrounded by marvelous architecture, it's hard to imagine that centuries ago Novigrad was a mere elven townstead when the city fell of the Norderlings, and problem growing exponentially, for it's well known as the people of the north can do as many things and its people extraordinary compassions. And so Novigrad first belonged to Redania and then fell under Temerian rule until they finally, after endless compromises and bargains, at last became a free city. But is the city truly free? I dare to doubt it. Radian influence makes it feel too strongly on every street corner, and the fact that the city is located within Radovid's territory speaks for itself. While wandering the city streets, I come across 4 watermills, 8 banks, great many houses that have simply pleasures such as taverns and brothels, and Novigrard's commit to matters of faith is borne witness by the fact that the city contains no less than, I kid you not, 19 temples to the Eternal Fire. What more can be said? I think Novigrad has all the markings of the capital of the world, and perhaps that it will one day become first. However, someone needs to bring order within her walls. A sword for witches. Who are these hunters, you ask? A folk like you and I, reply, the decent kind of haters, the kind who live according to the gods, laws, and nature. Yeah, haven't we already read this one? I'm pretty sure we read this one. Yeah. Switch to the column, press triangle. To return the map for sure, press triangle. To open back in the variation with the cursor of the region, press X. Anything back in the White Orchard? No, not really. It's a tiny room over there.
Tuvin.
hart vergledium. Listen. Wat gern geralt?
Do you think it becoming to disturb a lady? Hmm? Hmm?
If ein Kersher is Deithwin Adam in Khan at Morfoot.
Yeah. You know, folks, I think I'm going to leave it here for today, and we'll continue tomorrow. I'll try to find the in-game rewards off screen, and we'll jump, and then we'll travel to Velen and when starting our mission. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, everyone, and remember, game positive.